What's up, biznitches? This is the Raging Chocobo, and today I'm bringing to you the first episode of The Online Amateur. And yes, that is a play off The Online Warrior, a series made famous by Mr. Maximilian. I guess he got tired of beating Yugi in Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments or whatever, and now he's taken over the fighting game world. But today I wanted to talk about downloading, and no, not downloading porn and obtaining viruses. I mean the art of a download and how it relates to fighting games. And that's in which you read an opponent after losing one round or one set, and then seem to know exactly what they are going to do at any point in time. Some of the best players in the world are famous for that act, as in they lose one fight and then all of a sudden it seems that they can't be touched. That is the focus because I believe that is what I did in both of these fights that we're going to be watching in this episode. Now, I'm not trying to say that I'm a skilled player, that my opponents are very good, and I'm a beast for beating them. I understand that I'm a low-level player, but I think downloading can happen even at low levels of play. See, even scrubby gamers can say, hey, look, I beat you because you were so predictable. And even though I might have got whipped on you the first round and just looked like an idiot, I can come back in the second round and third round and just demolish you. I can't really remember if I demolished them in the rounds, to be honest, but I believe I did. This is the first commentary I'm doing in which I'm playing all by my lonesome. No friends to be had. Crying my eyes out. No, not really. But I use Zangief and Hugo. Some people might have... Actually, I haven't posted it yet, but me and my good friend Dustin, aka In My Khaki Pants, play this game together quite a bit, and he uses Hugo himself. And so after watching his Hugo, which is probably just as bad as mine, we're both not too good, I decided I wanted to pick him up just based on the fact that he does so much damage. It makes terrible people like myself look like we can actually do something, because all of a sudden you have half health and it's like, oh, we killed you, but really you hit with like 3 moves. Like his crouching medium punch, or medium kick, his crouching medium kick that just slides on the ground and does like 1/8 of your health just like that is a tad ridiculous. But what can I say? I like going overpowered, so that's why I use Geef and Hugo. But I was saying this is the first solo one I've done. I like to play more in pairs. I don't like to play by myself as much. I don't have nearly as much fun when I play by myself. I like getting in there with a butt or two, and just whether we losing or winning or anything like that, it's just a ton of fun. Just get in there with a buddy and own some fools. The wait time is horrible still. I think the record we have right now is it took 16-17 minutes to get into a game the other day, but we just hop on and watch some YouTube videos ourselves while we're waiting and burn time and bond together, and then 3 hours later we've played like 5 fights. But it's good fun and everything. Anyways, back to the downloading. As you can see at this point, I took the second round. I slammed his face in the ground and then finished him off with some Hugo play. Once again, see, it looked like I was going to lose, but now it's like the first round Jury, I just couldn't do anything. I couldn't get in, and now I'm learning her tendencies, and like, this was obviously still early on with my low BP. Oh, and this is when I own him. He comes in with 2 of them, and it's, ooh, 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 punishing while they're both in there still. But, I came in with the Jury, and it's still early on I'm playing. As you can see, only 184 BP, and I'm up pretty much higher than that at this point. But I still wasn't sure what Jury could do. I play Street Fighter 4, but I'm even worse at Street Fighter 4 than I am at this game. So it was never like I knew what Jury was going to try and do, or what she really could do. And with the fireballs that hit low and high and then dissipate really quickly, I wasn't prepared to fight with those. And so, but after the first round, I learned what she was doing, got back in there, and took care of business. Now the second fight I'm really proud of, which is sad, because D+ is still in that high rank, but I recently got to D+ and was like freaking out because I made it that high up. And so this guy who's halfway to being a C-, or just C, yeah, just a C fighter, was a big thing to me when I finally beat him. So I was really happy about that. And once again, I'm going to learn this first round. I like to do that, the charge, where Geef just runs at you. I can't remember what the move's called right now. But I like to do that early on in the fight always, just to see if they know how to handle it. And I don't remember at this point, but I used to spam it way too often. Yeah, see, this was early on when I thought that move was really good, because I was playing really scrubby people, not these D pluses. And so it used to work on everybody, but I still like to do it early on in a fight. I still like to do maybe one right off the start, or one towards the beginning, just to see if they know how to handle it. Because you'll find people that are high ranked that once Geef starts running at them, they still just, like, especially when it's fully charged, they don't get that he's going to run the full screen, because he didn't ever do that in the past. And so I like to do that just to test the waters a little bit, to see what they're able to do. And as you can see, I'm going up against a Steve and Abel team, or Abel, or whatever people want to call him. I just call him Abel because that's what it looks like to me. I don't know if it's different because it's Canadian, but that's just what it seems like it reads to me. And Steve. Steve, I think, is going to be really, really good at some point in this game. He's already decent. Like, you see people online use him really well, but I just think he has so much potential, like with comboing and different things like that, and bringing other people in, that he's gonna be really good. I looked at the Japanese tier list, and I think he was A tier, not A plus tier or S tier by any means, but I think he was either A tier or A plus tier. And I think the tier list is gonna break up differently. I think right now it's like that, but Ryu and Ken I think are good, but I think they're good because nobody's like respecting the uppercut as much in this game, and it's a really good wake up option, and the Tatsumaku blah 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 spinning kick thing into uppercut is seems hard to block, but maybe that's just me, maybe I'm terrible, but I think eventually they'll go down, and people like Steve and Hua Rang and even Asuka wasn't even A tier, Asuka was B tier, and I think Asuka's going to be A tier eventually, just because she has so many just weird wacky things she can do to throw people off. Like, the reason Hua Rang is so good is he has, when you wake up, he does the overhead kick, and he can either do another overhead or a mid or a short and hit low anytime he wants to. So you wake up and then you're just guessing. It's like Ibuki in Street Fighter 4. Like, Ibuki really doesn't play like herself as she did in Street Fighter 4, but just the options like that are what you kind of had to fight with when you were fighting Ibuki in Street Fighter 4. This all comes from mostly other people talking, not myself. Because I'm terrible. But as you can see, going back to the fight, as I keep getting off topic, which isn't bad. We're just having a conversation here. We're just conversating, talking things out, you know, a little romance, a little wine and dine. But going back to the fight, as we can see in the second round, I think I got a little bit lucky. I mean, that happens. But it was mostly that I read Steve had a lot of options as he got in. And so I needed to not charge him down. I needed to play slow on him. And now it looks like I'm doing terrible again. I think this is the round I win ridiculously lucky. And this might be, I think I grabbed him. Yeah, see, that was the condition of people don't understand that charge goes full screen. Or a lot of the screen. And now he does this, and because he thought I was coming fully in again, he was expecting me to go all the way at him because I had just gone all the way, but I stop, and when he specials to counter it, I stop and I'm able to block and get a lot of damage done. And see here, once again, it looks like, oh, there's no way I could possibly win. Steve got out, whatever, but then Hugo comes in, and my Hugo's getting a little bit, my Hugo's a lot better now from what it is. He's got the towards and circle, Hadouken circle, or Hadouken and kick, sorry, circle's not the right way to phrase it. That it's just really nasty in my opinion, that it takes one hit and so quick and everything, and people aren't ready for it. And then also, ooh, give him the spin for the win. And I guess I'm wrapping up, so I can't talk too much about Hugo. But I hope you guys liked this. Feel free to subscribe or anything you guys do on the YouTubes, and I will talk to you all later. This is TheRagingChocobo, and I am out of here.